Alright guys, what is up? If you don't formally know me, my name is Fraser Wilson. I'm currently enduring a cut. The reason for that is to show you guys exactly how to cut. I thought I'd throw that out there just in case you guys were a little bit curious. I hope you're having a beautiful day, because I am having a beautiful day. Starting off, I woke up today, did a weigh-in. Weighed in at 155.4 pounds, which is right on track. Finished off my edit, which is uploading right now. Should be episode number 7. I hope you guys enjoy that one. That one was very, very enjoyable to edit. If you haven't seen that, go check that out. I'll link it in the description. There's a bit of laughs, a bit of gags. I'll be training later on in the day, around 1 to 2 p.m. So I will eat my meal around an hour beforehand. If you are going to the gym, I want to encourage you to make sure you get in calories before you go to the gym. It's very important if you're going to have a good workout that you need energy. You need to be able to expend the energy. Like if you have no energy in your system, you've been on your feet all day, or you've been working, etc., whatever, school, and then you go straight to the gym, then you're going to be really, really energy deprived, and you're not going to be able to get the maximum effort out of your workout if you have no calories. So make sure you're eating a good, clean, healthy meal beforehand, which includes carbs, proteins predominantly, and then a little bit of fats. For those of you that don't know, there are 3 macronutrients: carbohydrates, fats, and proteins. And each macronutrient possesses a caloric content, and carbs and proteins possess 4 calories per gram, and fats possess 9 calories per gram. And that is why people have a bad stigma around fats. It's very, very high in calories. And also people think that if you eat fat, you're gonna get fat. That's completely wrong. The only thing that determines your weight loss or your weight gain is your overall caloric intake compared with expenditure. So if you are expending 2,000 calories within your day, but you eat 2,500 calories, you will gain weight. In the same scenario, if you're expending 2,000 calories per day, but you only consume 1,500 calories, your body has to take that calories from somewhere else. So it will either take it from fat stores, muscle glycogen, or your actual muscle. So you want to avoid the third one as much as possible, which is the muscle, because you want to preserve muscle mass. Same scenario, if you are eating more than you're expending, your body is going to store that for later use. So it will store that as fat most of the time. That's the problem with gaining weight, is you're going to store it as fat 90% of the time. So that's what you're going to be worried about when you're bulking, is understand that if you put on too much, it's going to be stored as fat, and that fat, if you want to cut down, is fat that you have to lose later on. So you're just wasting time just by eating more like that. That's why you don't want to go crazy. You want to put on lean muscle mass. This is the most important thing. Lean muscle mass. Getting fat is easy. Putting on muscle is hard. That's why I would aim to put on nothing more than 1 pound per week, and ideally around the range of 0.5 of a pound. I think that's like 1/3 of a kilo. I'm not too sure. Even though I'm in the metric system, I still use the imperial system for some reason. You need to limit fat stores as much as possible to 1, save time later on, 2, feel better about yourself, 3, be able to bulk for longer, and as a result, gain more strength and gain more muscle mass over time. So if you're in a lean muscle mass phase for around 10 to 20 weeks, then you will put on so much more if you're just doing a very aggressive 8-week bulk. You're not gonna get much out of an 8-week bulk. That's why I recommend doing like 10 to 20 weeks. At the end of that, if you're putting on a 0.5 of a pound per week, let's say you do it for 20 weeks, you've put on 10 pounds, like maybe like 5 or 6 of that will be muscle, depending on how long you've been training for. Your strength would have gone up a ton because you've been training in a caloric surplus for 15 weeks. And then at the end of that, you might only have to lose 5 pounds. Like that's easy, that's 5 weeks. And then you can start bulking again if that's your plan. Obviously it's all subjective to your situation. What it is that you want out of this, if you're just after a healthy, fit lifestyle, if you're not trying to get the biggest dude in the gym, if you're after it for strength purposes, you don't really need to cut down, then you need to stay in a bulk for as long as possible. But like, if you don't want to look like a cloud, then you shouldn't be bulking aggressively. You should be over time increasing your calories. That's my little 2 cents on bulking. It's always better to go slow and steady. It's a marathon. Building muscle is not a sprint. It does not come like that. You might think, I'll just eat way more and I'll put on like 2 pounds a week, and you know, maybe some of it will be muscle, but you know, I'll look fucking bigger. Like, you'll look fatter. Like you might look bigger in a t-shirt. I'm gonna cook up a little meal now because I'm a little bit hungry. And then I'm gonna go get a training session in. Training at a different gym today. You know what, I actually haven't shown you guys how I actually cook oats. I've shown you what's in it, etc. But I'm gonna show you today exactly how to cook oats. So here we go. So you just wanna fill up your bowl with as much oats as you have. I have 80 grams. That seems to be a perfect number for me. Then you want to fill it up with water. If you do 1 scoop of oats, you do 2 scoops of water. Then put it in the microwave for 2 minutes. And now that's done, you should have this cooked, very warm bowl of oats. And what you want to do is pour in your egg whites and then just stir it up and it should cook into the oats. Your favorite choice of protein powder and put in 1 scoop. Add in your blueberries. And at this point, if you like your oats really hot like I do, you want to put it back into the microwave for 30 seconds. Pretty good as peanut butter. So a little recap, it is 80 grams of oats, 150 grams of egg whites, 50 grams of protein powder, 80 grams of blueberries, 100 grams of bananas, and a teaspoon, which is 20 grams of peanut butter. That's exactly how we make meals. We get a carb, predominantly mine is now fruit right now, as well as oats. Then we get the protein, and then we get the fats, and that's how you combine it. That's how you should eat. That's exactly how you get the most out of your nutrition. Alright, it's 1 o'clock now, heading to the gym. Gonna have some pre-workout before we fully get there. Tiny C, by the way, she's having some pre-workout. She's got a little cute one. I've got a real big man one. This is the watermelon aftermath from last video.
Pretty good. I even drain it and it's just so good.
Alright, so I'm gonna have some pre-workout. Ride by Giant Sports. It's a little bit different, it's pretty good. It's a little bit strong, so I wouldn't recommend it for beginners. Yeah, it gets the job done. So, gonna have a scoop of this and 5 grams of creatine. Once a day, 365 for the rest of your life. Right.
I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. My body aches to be satisfied. My weakness comes and goes. My weakness comes and goes. I'm reaching out for the easy high. Please fortify this strength of mine. My weakness comes and goes. And go.
Alright, arm workout is done. I'm not a big fan of training at that gym. It's a little bit too open, a bit too many people. Gonna have a post-workout meal now. It's gonna be 100 grams of some sort of cereal. Let's see what we got going. Alright, 100 grams Cheerios, cup of almond milk and 2 scoops of protein. That's the go. Let's do it. Build muscles, you gotta eat after you work out. Make sure you're getting carbs and proteins in. I'm gonna have this outside, get a little bit of tan, and I will see you afterwards. Hey, how you going? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you? No? Alright, so my next meal is cooking up. I'm just having some sweet potato, cooking in the microwave. But while that's going, I just want to give you guys a little talk about really making up your mind about who you want to become and what you want to do. The first step to anything is the thought process behind it and the idea of creating it. That's the first in everything. You have to have a vision for yourself and have an idea of what you really want, what you really want to do. That's first and foremost. You need to plan it in your mind and think about it a lot. You need to completely comprehend it, understand exactly what it is, and once you have that in your mind, it becomes so much clearer about how to get there. A lot of people go to university or whatnot and they really don't know why they're going. They really have no idea. They're just going because maybe their parents wanted them to go down that path. They're in a course that they really don't want to do. They didn't really do too much research about it, and now they're stuck in this course and they usually defer, and it wastes about a year to 2 years of their life. And then when they even get out of university, a lot of the time you see them go into jobs that aren't even relevant to their field. The idea is to really grasp exactly what you want and drill it into your mind day in, day out, and really comprehend it, because everything starts with your thoughts. Your thoughts, like, do you think Steve Jobs just stumbled upon Apple? Or do you think Mark Zuckerberg just stumbled upon Facebook? No, they had this idea. It really started in their brain. They made it a reality. A ship that sets voyage without a map is heading for disaster. The first step is self-awareness, is really knowing exactly what you do want, what kind of part you want to play in the world, and then drilling it into your mind day in, day out, meditating over it, thinking about it, understanding it, comprehending it, getting in it, living in it, really just grasping the whole concept of it. Learning every detail, every speck of dust that's around that concept, it's around the idea, really digging into it day in, day out. And then once you have that, it comes into daily actions. I really want to encourage you guys to really comprehend exactly what you want. And then 2, think about it, really understand it. And you'll get so much closer, and your ideas will become clearer, your mind will become clearer. So I'm gonna have my next meal and I will catch you guys afterwards. As you can see, sweet potato, peanut butter, and chicken. We've got 350 grams sweet potato, which is carbohydrates, 20 grams of peanut butter, fats, and 100 grams of chicken, which is my protein, obviously. So I'm gonna have that alongside a scoop of BCAAs, just to add a little bit of flavor to my water. So yeah, all right, I'll catch you soon. All right guys, what is up? Just cooking up my last meal. It's about 9:30. I haven't eaten in a very long time. Basically, this weekend, I'm going to be heading up to the Gold Coast, to Queensland. If you don't know, I live in Victoria. Australia's this Victoria's down here, Queensland's here. So I'm going up there for the weekend. So I gotta pack tomorrow. So yeah, that's the plan. I'm gonna head to the Gold Coast. I'm excited to make some videos for you guys while I'm up there. A bit of vlog style, as well as some workout videos. I'm gonna find a gym. Hopefully the hotel that I'm staying at has a pretty decent gym that I could potentially shoot an ab workout for you guys. So hopefully that's the case. In saying that, I'm just gonna wrap the video up here. I hope you enjoyed watching. I enjoyed making, and I will catch you in the next one. Later.